Hi Year 5s, happy Friday. Today we're doing some more capacity problems. Now, I found the numbers on these bottles almost impossible to read, so I know this is a little bit messy and jumbled, but I was hoping it would make it a little bit easier. So the banana smoothie, the bottles have 355 millilitres in, and there's 3 of them. What would the total be? The milk, each carton has 568 millilitres. What would the total be? For question 3, the water bottles are half a litre and the juice bottles are 1/4 of a litre. Here the smoothie is 1.8 litres. Try giving your answer in different ways. You could use millilitres, litres and millilitres, or you could use fractions. So hopefully you got 1 litre 65 millilitres, or you might have written that as 1065 millilitres. 1.136 litres, or you might have written it as 1136 litres. The next one is 1750 millilitres, or 1 litre 750 millilitres. Or you may have written that as 1 3/4 of a litre. And finally on this slide it's 3 litres 600 millilitres, or 3600 millilitres. Another set that were quite tricky to read, sorry. So these mugs contain 475 millilitres. What would the total of all 3 be? Can you give your answer in litres and millilitres and in litres? That'd be a decimal number. The fizzy, the larger bottle is 2.45 litres, and the smaller bottle is 1.85 litres. These mugs, the larger one is 637 millilitres, the middle-sized one is 493 millilitres, and the smallest one is 325 millilitres. So hopefully you've got 1 litre 425 millilitres, or 1.425 litres. 4 litres and 300 millilitres, or 4.3 litres. 2 litres 910 millilitres, or 2.91. Okay, so Janine has a bucket that holds 2 litres, so that's 2000 millilitres of water. And the bottles that she can use to fill it up are 200 millilitres, 250 millilitres, 500 millilitres and 750 millilitres. Now she can use different combinations of these, and she can use each bottle more than once. So can you work out how she could fill her bottle? And I want you to try and do that in more than one way. How many different possibilities can you find? Here are some answers that you might have got. You could have given yours as a multiplication rather than a repeated addition for some of these. So for example, this third one down could be 500 millilitres times 4. If there are any that you've got that aren't listed here, feel free to check them in a calculator so that you can see if you're correct. Do your calculations equal 2000 millilitres? Final one, so similar to the previous challenge, but this time Lucian's bucket contains 1.5 litres, so that's 1500 millilitres. And the containers that he can use are 100 millilitres, 200 millilitres, 250 millilitres, or 300 millilitres. So these are some of the possibilities that you could have got. Again, remember you might have used multiplication. Okay, and the final task is an extension task. So you might have noticed many things being measured before in pints. So this is just getting used to converting between pints and millilitres. It says here your teacher will show you a pint container. Sorry, I can't do that, guys. It's the smallest milk container that you can get. It's one of the pints. Your parents might have a pint glass at home that you could use to check. You could look at milk containers. As I said, they're often measured in pints, but see if you can find something so you've got an idea of how much 1 pint is worth. And 1 pint is the same as roughly 568 millilitres. So can you work out in millilitres and litres what the capacity of these 4 milk cartons would be? If you had a go at this extension, hopefully you got 2,272 millilitres, or you might have had it as 2 litres, 272 millilitres. Well done for making it through another week, guys. I hope you really enjoy your weekend. Remember to send through one example of your maths and your English work from the week. We look forward to seeing how you get on. I'll speak to you next week.